Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2 as the Netherlands. Let us continue on where my last left off. So, things I think are going pretty okay. Like, we built up our navy. We actually have like 200 more power. We could build, how much did it cost? 60? 68. Yeah, we can build, I think, 3, maybe 4 more dreadnoughts. Okay, we can build 3 more dreadnoughts. And maybe a cruiser? No, we cannot. And I don't think building a monitor is worth it. So we'll build 3 more dreadnoughts in Europe. And I would say our navy has to be either best or second best in the world. It really depends on what Britain is really, like, they have 97 ships. We have 111. We have a bigger navy than the British. The question is our navy better than the British? And I think there is a decent chance that that is the case. It really depends. It's really just who has more, dreadnoughts. And it might be me. Like, how many dreadnoughts do I have? In my, not in you, in the first fleet, we have 6 dreadnoughts, handful of battleships. The ironclads are basically garbage. The steam frigates are also terrible. We also have a handful of cruisers as well. Italian nationalization program. We respect Italian sovereignty, which gives us some relations. We lose a little bit of prestige for a year. Actually, what? It's 0.12 prestige. And all the rich get a little bit mad at us. How? Italy. 180. Surprisingly, the bourgeois dictatorship is nationalizing the company. It's a little bit surprising to me, but you know what? Well, I mean, either way, we lose factories. And we got a casus belli against you, but I don't think we can actually even use it. So we'll expect Italian sovereignty just because there's no, there's no way for me to invade them. And not that I don't even think I would want to invade Italy. It's a good enough ally for us that invading them probably doesn't make a lot of sense. We'll add you to our sphere. And I would give the British... Like, I can't act on Mexico's behalf, but I would give the British military access through Mexico if I could. Because you are... Newfoundland's actually just independent. They're actually completely independent. I thought they were still a British colony, but apparently not. So Mexico is now on our side. We'll put you up to like 2 points. Oh no, wait, Italy's gone. It's now a great power. We actually have... Who dropped out of the great power list then? The United States dropped out of the great power list. Holy hell. They lost all their industry. That is hilarious. It does mean, though, that we do have another, Ethiopia. You're friendly with Ethiopia? I would like to keep them if possible. Egypt doesn't matter too much. Bulgaria doesn't matter too much. Sweden. Let's just... No, Sweden. Let's just ban the Germans from Sweden for now. But 1 point into you. We're going to get 2.6. You don't even like us. And I don't know why you don't like us. Can I build anything in Egypt? I can build some railroads, so you know what? Let's get a handful of those going. It'll slow down German progress there. To the point where they might... Yeah, see, we get to the point where Germany is like, it's not even worth attempting the Keithbon's side. So we have 3 great power allies. So again, somehow the United States... I'm guessing the blockade is destroying American industry. Like, it has to be. Let's get railroad, like... The whole area. Wait, am I allied to Britain? I'm not. Oh, there's Russian ships. Oh, yeah, they're Russian ships. I mean, they're blockading this entire side, but not blockading, like, California. So I feel like that's kind of a... They actually have a lot of unblocked ports. They've, like, Miami's not blockaded. But apparently that's still enough to destroy industry in everywhere except for, Idaho. Idaho, the industrial powerhouse of the United States, of course. Can I build more troops? I can actually build a lot more men. And you're still unemployed, but that should get resolved soon enough once that's actually built. How much does each naval port cost now? $242,000. Like, it really is, like, the biggest expenditure in Victoria 2 is just the naval ports. But hopefully that will allow us to give us a ton more, supply here. Which, in fact, we do have again. We can actually build another 2 dreadnoughts. Just dreadnoughts, 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 and dreadnoughts. We probably do want to build at least some cruisers, because I believe cruisers are light ships. So having a little bit of support would be nice. I'm sure once we go to war, all of our ironclads are going to get immediately destroyed. And our other 2 fleets. You're mostly just steam frigates. And some clipper transports. Your troop ships. And you 5 are the steam frigates. And I think each one is 2 supply weight. No, there are 3. So, like, we could delete an entire navy to build a single dreadnought. Is that worth it? I don't think so, because I think in, like, Indonesia and stuff, they're probably only going to send... probably only going to send, like, 2 transport ships. Which doesn't matter too much. And we're still making a ton of money. Increase military spending to maximum. Let's actually decrease tariffs. Because if we decrease tariffs, that should... I believe help our industry somewhat. Show empty states. We also have some in the lesser end. 46 craftsmen is not even worth building a factory there. Because I think 10,000 is how much you need to actually fill up a level 1 factory. So it's really not even worth the effort. How is the Suez Canal being built? Like, is it... Okay, so none of it has been built quite yet. Like, we could just lower taxes a little bit. Because you are making 1,000. You're both making like 1,800. So you know what? Let's cut taxes a little bit for everybody. Little Roosevelt rocked by a scandal. That's good for us. Because, again, we don't want them to be elected, ever. How are you guys doing, by the way? You are going to lose against the militant socialist. Mexico also has some rebels, but they actually should be able to deal with that themselves. The British actually did invade through Texas. But I'm amazed by how, you can become more reactionary, actually, because there's less reactionary support. So the socialists have won the election. I'm completely okay with that. It doesn't mess up with my budget, I think, at all. No, these are all still completely A-okay. Okay, now, it has cut my military spending a little bit, but... so be it. And you are all still looking pretty good. It is 1916. Like, this is... No, we should hopefully be getting closer to some sort of major war. But it's going to be hard until Canada and, or not Canada, until Britain and the United States are done being at war with each other. Stock occupations plus 3.9. Like, we do have a humiliate against you. You are in, like, 9th place, like a little baby. Now that we're at 100, you know, decrease Germany down to cordial. Cut down 2 points here. Cut down points here. Mexico, I think you're still fine. And Egypt, I mean, you are westernized. You don't have an industry. And I honestly don't think you have much in the way of resources. So if Germany wants to... I mean, does Ethiopia have anything in terms of resources? Also, like, not really. Could I get a 7th one? Almost. You know what? Let's get mass politics for now. And, of course, throughout the country, we are going to build more railroads. Hopefully, the capitalists will help build up a handful as well, because we like just to invest through them. Support for foreign abolition. Yes, that seems fine. We'll support abolitionist movements throughout the world. Keep on building the railroads. They're kind of just building them everywhere. And this is usually, I think, the fastest way to build railroads in the country. And we did get a +1 attack on our navies. I think is pretty good. I'm just like, what? When am I going to be able to use my navy? I don't think here I can actually see what their ships are. And we see a lot of light ships. 4 heavy ships there, 4 heavy ships. 1 and 3, 0 and 4. So we know that that they might have a decent. Like, how many troops do the United States have? They have 272, which is a lot. And Germany still has 411, and like, would you ally yourselves with us? No, your political considerations are still a little bit too low. But I'm wondering. Of course, we'll attend the Olympic Games. You're ally to these people. I wonder if we're going to see a war that's just who are you at war with? The South? You're allied to you. You're allied to Nicaragua. I mean, a lot of these people down here have actually gone communist. Yeah, you 3 have gone communist. You're still presidential dictatorship. I mean, I get... How many troops do you have? 16? I mean, I guess I'll support your war. Maybe. Well, are you friendly to anybody? No, the United States isn't even a major power anymore. So the British... I mean, yeah, all of South America is just going to kind of get swept up with people trying to sphere them. We'll just ban the French from here. At 1 point into Bulgaria. Because Argentina's gone communist. They're hostile to everybody. They're opposed to us. We could maybe get Argentina on side. Peru is also communist. Hostile to everybody. Brazil's neutral towards us. Ecuador is cordial towards us. Colombia's also gone... Who hasn't gone communist in South America? Apparently everybody has. Venezuela's an absolute monarchy. Who's also hostile to basically everybody. So, I mean, Ecuador... would be the easiest one to take, so, you know, we'll put 1 point to them. Like the leisures. Has everybody gone communist? There's actually a lot. Guatemala, Peru, Costa Rica, Argentina, like almost everybody. Colombia has, Spain, Chile. Basically all of Spain and all of Spain's former colonies have all gone communist. How are you doing, by the way? You have 47 divisions here. I hope you can fight them off, because again, I'm not actually sending troops to help you out. That's all up to you. By the way, what do you have? You have one... You have cavalry. So if you can put 5 infantry and an engineer there. 5 infantry and an engineer. We can actually probably get like 2 more armies in Europe, which is quite nice, actually. I really thought we were going to be at a point where we just couldn't build more troops. You're mostly sitting at 5%, which is nice. So I'm even wondering if, yeah, because I think it did take some people out of the factories to be in the army. I'm okay with that trade-off at this point. Like, we're making a lot of money. Our industry score is pretty good. And I doubt we'll be able to really push it any higher. Let me just see. Who's in 6th? Italy. We can probably get to 6th. But I think that's going to be the highest. Every other country with massive industry just has so many more states than we do that we're kind of hit our maximum. Rebellion and our ally. This is in Bolivia. No, not worth it. We'll keep our alliance with them. They have gone fascist. And they do have some socialists still in the country. We'll see what they can actually end up doing. Okay, we have activated oil. We could sphere you, maybe. You have gone to opposed to us. But opposed is better than hostile. What about Patagonia? They have some South Andean patriots. What does that mean? Does it mean you're going to go back into... I think it means you're going to go back and form Chile. Which, unfortunately, I can't do anything about. I mean, I could send troops down there to crush them, but... Yeah, I don't... Nobel Prize in Literature. Britain, have you finished your war? You have finished a war against the United States. They look like they're cut down the size. They did take Alaska. You cannot tell if they've taken the... Did they take reparations as well? Maybe? Also, Mexico, you have butchered this war. I say no, you're still actually plus 26. Am I the war leader here? What accept the white piece? You get a little bit more prestige. Mexico has moved troops down into Nicaragua. Who are you guys? So fascists are going to take over Costa Rica. Jacobins are going to take over Honduras. No research select. What do we want here? Let's go for... Well, it's 1917. We know actually we want aeronautics. We can actually get the... we can build some aircraft units. Entering it immediately. What we can also do, as soon as all those troops are built, it's going to give us a nice 40 stack. Once all those troops are built, if we can just make like 5, not 5 necessarily, but because you're still missing infantry. You know what? Let's at least build the 4 infantry we need for that army. Not 4 engineers. Definitely not what I want. Let's build 4 infantry. Fill this up. What are you missing? Yeah, you're missing 4 infantry. You're missing... I mean, you are balanced. You're just like not balanced well. We could put more troops here. Don't build a guy in that province. Build one in, let's say, Rotterdam. Get all those guys to train about once. After that, we'll go with 1, 2. 1, 2, so I can go to the other army. And we can start throwing in some tank divisions. And just building, let's say, 3 for each army. Probably would be worth it. Because I would imagine that I have bought up, yeah, maximum stockpile of planes and tanks. Which is nice for us. Sweden's friendly, opposed, friendly with Ethiopia. Will decrease your opinion in Egypt. Nicaragua, would you accept peace? Yes. So get Nicaragua out of the war. You're at 25% still. Would not accept any peace at the moment. Right now, you're at 39. You have mobilized, it looks like. You have a lot of, you have some communists in the country as well. There is a lot of communists in Central America. And South America. Kind of like this whole region. It's very heavily communist. Yeah, because you're a communist. Nobody else has done it quite yet, but I'm sure at some point it's going to happen. Who else used to be? There was someone else who used to be communist. It was Italy in Europe. Yeah, but they're now more in line with our views. We got you guys over here. Patagonia. Are you at war with Chile? You are. And I don't... Wait, you're attacking Chile. Wait, you're the aggressor? Are you out of your mind? I mean, I guess Chile is having some problems here. You got 12 divisions. You have 8. And how's your war going? 36? Would you accept peace? You would not accept peace quite yet. For me, it's just... I don't even think I want to get involved in the war. How many boats do you have? I can maybe blockade you to giving up. Because I'm assuming you're trying to take this province. With 6,000 people in it. I will... One sec. Let me just take a double check. You're hostile to everybody. You're friendly with France. Just because of that, like I still think it's actually too big of a risk. We're still making a lot of money, so you know what? Cut taxes again. Cut tax on everybody except for you guys here. There we go. Guatemala. I assume you're going to want the, the peace offering. There we go. We did help Mexico expand just a little bit. Especially haven't taken Rio Grande yet, because Rio Grande, they're allies of the British. You know what? I would understand completely why you don't feel like attacking them. Upgrade whatever factories again now we can. Okay, no, we gotta stop. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. I'm not playing Hearts of Iron 4. You cannot press Heart of Iron 4 hotkeys. Unsurprisingly, that doesn't help you out. We'll throw you, I think it's into this 24 stack. Yeah, so you're 5-1-5. You need one more artillery, but that's being built. So now there is 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's think like 10 tanks. Yeah, so make 10 tanks, and then the rest of them we'll make into aircraft afterwards. And you're for Ecuador. We can add them now to our sphere. Ecuador, you are now my friend, because you're also like the only country in South America that isn't communist. So probably, hopefully, won't rebel against us. Yes, of course we want you to lose consciousness. Because they're still in our sphere, so we can easily just see what they're doing. And unsurprisingly, the Brazilians are here and are just going to kill them. And I think we all kind of saw that one coming. I don't know why Japan's trying to take the Swedish away from us. Of course, we don't want that to happen. You're still trying to take Ethiopia. We'll decrease the opinion of Germany once again. And in Sweden, I can invest a little bit, so that should hopefully cut down Japanese influence slightly in the country. But I do think for right now, this is going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks so much for watching. My name is Anthem. If you've enjoyed, give me a thumbs up. If not enjoyed, you can always thumb down. Want to subscribe, and goodbye.